In the quest for alternative freelance sites, I'm looking at the site called FreelancePortals, and you can see there freelanceportals.com. And right now it's nothing more than just this video playing on the home page. It says freelance portals coming soon, and at the bottom you can see pre-registration will be here soon. Please check back in a day or two. There's nothing other than that on the page. Now there's a background on this site, on this in this article on San Francisco Chronicle, and which is titled "Changes at Freelance Site Upwork Are Frustrating Some Contractors." Now you can take a look at this article. I've provided the link in the description below the video, and essentially it talks about the fact that although say Upwork CEO Stephen Castriel has been rather optimistic about the way they are going about things with Elance closing down, merging in with Odesk to form Upwork, but then there are a lot of people who are essentially disgruntled, and they are the ones who've come up with freelance portals. Now let's see, let's scroll down, and here it is. Now he and other unhappy Elancers are creating a new platform called Freelance Portals for a November 1st launch. Now if you're wondering who's that he, like here we have this individual called Troy Viney, an application database and web developer who worked through Elance since 2011. I do recall Troy on Elance's water cooler. So that is one individual mentioned, and then there's another individual mentioned here, animator John Schnall, also quite active on Elance's water cooler. Has made over $367,000 on Elance since 2007, creating videos for everything from a marriage proposal to a comedy bit for a plastic surgeon. So he compares the Upwork changes to merging a fine restaurant with McDonald's, then closing the fine restaurant, which of course is obviously not a good move. So these are the disgruntled people who are essentially coming up with this new site called Freelance Portals. At the same time, there's this individual Danny Marguile, I guess that's how you'd pronounce it, Marguile, copywriter who's become an Elance celebrity for his videos, blogs, and online seminars on how to make money, including a piece on how Elance helped him go from unemployment to a six-figure income. This individual essentially disagrees, since moving his profile to Upwork, he recently quickly got a request from a client who saw his $135 per hour rate. I've noticed excellent quality in the invitations I've attracted on Upwork. See, by and large, I'm not saying that's not possible, but then this is probably an exception rather than a rule, because till Upwork was Odesk, by and large, by far, what you would see is very low value projects and a lot of bidders on even the smallest of projects. So that's something which probably was not very motivating. There's another individual, Noella Young, who also seems to have a fairly good experience so far on Upwork. So let's see how things go. But any alternative portal like this one, Freelance Portals, is always a good piece of news, because there should always be choice, there should always be variety. I don't find this name very exciting. It's rather queer, I would say. Freelance Portals, maybe something more simpler, more exciting, more something which evokes better emotions, better feeling, probably would have been better. But nonetheless, Freelance Portals, maybe that's a temporary name. Something better would be on its way. But let's see. See, this business is not so easy to run. It's setting up a website is no big deal, but then eventually to get everything together, to get clients, to have an entire website set up, an entire system set up where everything is operational and smooth, is of course not very easy. So let's see how things go. But then it's always good to be optimistic, number one, and always good to see more choice, more variety, instead of like right now we're seeing so many people having so many issues with the way Upwork is. Rather than focusing our energies on that, if we can look at alternative sites, I think that's always a good idea. So let's see, I would laud any such initiative, and let's be optimistic and let's hope for the best. Cheers.